Hey guys, Dr. Gary Linkov here, double board certified facial plastic surgeon. Today's conversation is about Cardi B. She has been highly transparent about her body plastic surgery procedures, but not so much about what she may have done to her face. So let's discuss which facial plastic surgeries and procedures she may have had. I'll also go over the summary of those procedures at the end and the potential cost. This video will feature the letters game. This is our way of giving back. So we're gonna give $100 away, just like we did last time. And we're gonna flash the winner here of our last video. So remember, look for the letters in the bottom right of your screen throughout the video. Put the letters together as a code and send that to me on Instagram. We'll see who the next winner is. So I pulled some photos here of Cardi B from 2014 and 2015. I think these were Vine videos. This is how she got popular. And I wanted to just use them as like a reference point because I really doubt that she had much work done to her face before this time point. She wasn't really famous at that time. She has a great, starting face anyway, so it just seems like this is more or less her baseline. 2014, 2015, I just took some screenshots of these Vine videos here. And then when we get to 2016, Cardi here is 24 years old. And to me, it looks like the cheeks are enhanced. It looks to me like she may have had cheek fillers at this time, just judging by the overall projection of the lateral cheek. And I think it's done well, but I do think that there may have been some cheek filler placed in 2016. Then in 2017, to my eye, I don't think too much has changed. She's now 25 years old. Most people aren't having major surgery on the face at that age, unless it's maybe some orthognathic surgery or sometimes a rhinoplasty. But overall, I think this is pre-rhinoplasty most likely for Cardi. So I don't see too much change at age 25. Age 26 in 2018, to me, this photo looks like there's just a lot of makeup going on. Again, I don't see a lot of underlying structural change in the face. I do see a change to the quality of her eyebrow shape. And likely this is just due to makeup and a different type of eyebrow design. But it doesn't, to me, look particularly different from the past in terms of the degree of lift. At age 27 in 2019 in October, I'm starting to see some change here. The nose to me just looks different. So I think she's had her first rhinoplasty at around this time in 2019, and it's improved her bridge. There's more tip definition as well. They've also, to me, it looks have increased the rotation of the nose, and that's when you're bringing the tip of the nose slightly up. And I think overall it's been done super well, and it looks quite natural for her face. 2020, January, Cardi B here is 28 years old. And I'm seeing some signs of change now. I really am. I'm seeing that from the upper face, when you just look at the upper face, the brows just look like they're very high, they're very elevated. And to me, it looks like she may have had a brow lift surgery. I'm also seeing in the lower face that the chin just looks more prominent to me. Not just the chin, but almost like going out laterally towards the angle of the mandible. Just looks more prominent. So I think she may have had a chin or a jaw implant placed. And then I'm also seeing that the cheek volume looks enhanced as well. So possibly a cheek implant or maybe fat transfer at this time. In February of 2021, you're seeing this image, and I think she maybe just doesn't have the full makeup on in this image, but I see some signs of a fat transfer here. The face just looks fuller, and sure, weight changes can make that type of impact as well. But to me, just judging by the rest of her body, from what I'm seeing in this image, it doesn't look like she's had any major weight change, and yet the face looks a lot fuller. So I'm thinking that potentially she had fat transfer. Also, Cardi B is open about the liposuction procedures that she's had before. So potentially, if she had another liposuction procedure, they may have taken that fat and repurposed it for, say, adding fat to the face. And that can create sort of this fuller, plumped up look. It could have also been hyaluronic acid filler, but I'm thinking she may have had a fat transfer at this stage. And then at age 29, more recently, in September of 2021, which was just like a month ago, when I compare back to her images from like 2016, I really see this change in particularly this chin prominence. And like I said earlier, I think she probably did have some chin augmentation, and I'm seeing that more even in this image. And then I also think she may have had another rhinoplasty at this stage. So one of the telltale signs, and I've covered this in some of my other videos, is that when you look at the lateral wall of the nose, there's almost like in everyone who's had repeated rhinoplasties to make the nose and the tip particularly smaller, what you end up compromising is lateral wall support of the nose. And so you get this indentation out here. We call it the supraalar crease. That area has started to kind of indent in, and that's what I'm seeing in this image from September of 2021. So I think Cardi B had her second rhinoplasty at some point closer to when this image was taken. There were some other guesses online that I saw, people surmising that maybe Cardi B had a facelift or a neck lift or the fox eye procedure. I took a close look at her eye area and just the overall shape of her eye, and I compared it back to like those 2014, 2015 images. I'm not seeing a major shift there. I think a lot of times that lateral sweep to the eye can be a byproduct of makeup, and so I don't think she's necessarily had surgery to reshape the eye with like a canthoplasty or a canthopexy. And then about the neck, if she's still 29, it is a very, very early time point for someone to consider or to undergo a facelift or a neck lift. Plus, I think she has great genetics when it comes to the neck, from what I was seeing. So I don't think that she's had that type of surgery at this stage. So those are things I don't think she's had. Let's summarize the procedures on the face that I think she has had. So we talked about the cheek filler, likely about 2 syringes of cheek filler, maybe at one of those earlier time points in 2016. That can cost anywhere from $700 to say $1,500 per syringe. Rhinoplasty, the first one, you know, the rhinoplasty costs, they vary widely depending on who you go to, which country, the level of expertise and level of demand, but anywhere from $10,000 to say $30,000. Brow lift can run you from $5,000 to $15,000 or more, depending again on technique, on the type of brow lift that you get. There are many different types of brow lifts, and we can discuss that in another video if you guys want. Comment below if you want to hear about brow lifts. Chin implant can run also $5,000 to $15,000 a procedure. Fat transfer, $10,000 to $15,000, and then another rhinoplasty that she had. So when I compute all that, sort of taking the middle price of that range for each procedure, you're looking at about $75,000 for some of these procedures that I think Cardi B has had on her face. Again, I'm not her surgeon. I don't know for sure. This is just a guess, an educated guess at that. Comment below. Let us know what you think about these procedures. Hopefully you enjoyed this facial plastic surgery analysis of Cardi B, and if you did, make sure to click on the card and check out our analysis of Lil Kim, and I will see you there.